200 IQ, tends, destroy, corrupts.
Cops are known for being deceitful and abusing their authority whenever they get a chance, even with teenagers. But what happens when the youngsters outsmart them? Here are 3 times when teens owned bad cops, starting with the case of Bay City, Michigan Police Chief Michael Ciccini, who, on 17th September 2022, had been found harassing 19-year-old Parker Whalen and 18-year-old Travis Krim.
Get out of here! I didn't even do that. Yeah, you did. What'd I go? What'd I do? Go! I didn't see anyone else wake up. Get out of here. I know. You disturbed my peace. Please. You just committed battery. No. Yes.
So he just walks up to him, no dress and all.
You hit me with a flashlight. That's battery. Get out of here. How is that right? Please. Battery, right?
Travis realized that the chief had just committed battery against him since he punched him with the flashlight. Luckily for the teens,
One is more like a poke, but okay.
one of them had been recording the whole ordeal.
You just committed battery, right? Chief,
Actually caught on camera, nice.
that doesn't work that way, dude.
You don't have a right to disturb the peace.
You have a right to
Your rights end when they
You
infringe
hit me
on
with a
downtown.
flashlight, bro. What are you talking about? I didn't even do it. How did you feel threatened, bro? Is it my luscious locks? Are you jealous? You bald, huh? I would be jealous too. Look at my bench out here, bro. Call the cops, bro. You committed battery. I can insult you all I want. You're gonna kiss me? Assault me. You want to make out? I'll make out with you right now. I sweep both ways, bro. Go ahead. Assault me.
What?
I'm not gonna touch you. I know
Get
out of his face.
I know better, bro.
Hey,
What is
can
he
you
doing
send
to
a
you?
unit down here? I've got 3 hooligans that need to go.
Hooligans, you hit me with a flashlight.
I'm at 9th Street in front of River's Edge.
Officers arrive on the scene soon after and start questioning the
So
chief
the guy is not even the police. I thought it was, okay.
about the details.
Come here. They hit the cone. They're messing around here around this new monument. It went on for about 5 minutes. Okay? I'd had enough. I'm upstairs. All right? I said some bad words. All right?
Okay.
He challenged me to fight and dared me to come down. Okay? I came down. I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm
Lying Andy.
gonna take you to jail.
What? What I do?
Get out of here.
I didn't even do that.
Yeah, you did. He stood off on me, and I did a pectoral jab with my flashlight. Okay. Okay?
Okay.
Is this guy dumb?
What I do? Go. That battery.
He didn't know there was a camera or something.
Get out of here. 2 charges right here.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Here's the
Okay.
scoop.
But I'll let you investigate it.
Okay.
Bird scoop.
I'll get there same as I come check in with you.
According to Ciccini, Parker Whalen and Travis Krim had been causing disturbance by playing around and had even knocked down a traffic cone, which they put back up later, but they don't recall the
Okay,
same
then.
story.
Talk to him. Me? Yeah. Talk to him.
Okay.
Okay. You got nothing on you? All right. What's going on?
So we were just riding around on burn scooters, you know, like teenagers do. And then he came up
How old are
here.
you?
I'm
I
19.
just saw the evidence.
And he hit the cone right here and knocked it over.
What cone?
I think it was the one
Can
with
you
the gray
step
on it.
aside? Okay. Middle one.
Yeah, and knocked it over, and then he started yelling, and he threatened him first. So he was defending himself,
Okay,
like
how-
against him.
Where did he come from?
He was up there, up at the top.
Okay.
And he was like, "I'll come down there and beat your ass."
Okay.
And we waited down here to see if he would actually come down, and then he came
What
down.
the
Travis was
X?
standing right there, didn't say a single
Right where?
word,
Right.
and like on the road, and he came up and hit him.
What's the noise
in the
about?
chest or the rib cage, but he hit him with the flashlight and then started shining it in his eyes.
I was riding. You know how like when you press the brake, the back wheel locks up and it makes a squeaking noise, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you can drift when you do that. It's kind of fun, right?
Okay.
I get it's kind of late and stuff, right?
Right.
But he's up there. He goes, "Hey, Big Shot, you want to go?" Right? Because he said, "Why don't you keep it down?" I said, "I'm not doing nothing wrong." He goes, "Hey, Big Shot, you want to go?" Right? So, obviously, you know, I'm a dude, 18 years old. I can hold my own ground. I'm gonna hold my own ground, right?
Okay.
So, I didn't know who he was, right? This random old guy, older guy, not trying to be rude, right? So, I said, "Yeah, come down, we can go." Right? He's threatening me to fight me, right? And I stood right here. I said, "What's up?" He walks up to me and like, "I'm not gonna hit you, I promise." He goes like that and jabs me like right here in the ribs with the flashlight. And then he said he felt threatened. My hands were at my sides. I don't know. I didn't swing at him. I didn't pick up.
What did you do when he walked down?
I just stood there. I said, "What's up?" Like, I didn't know who he was. He looked at his badge. I seen he was a cop. I'm not gonna swing at a cop. I have more respect than that. He's like, "Hit me, hit me, hit me."
His
Like, points
actual
to his
goal.
chin.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna hit him. And I said, "No, I'm more mature than you. I'm not gonna hit you." And he goes, "Hit me." And I'm like, "I'm not gonna
He's
hit
just
you."
done.
I want to hit him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Then what happened?
And then you guys got here. And I asked him if I could sit down. He said, "You're free to do whatever you want." I walked over here. I seen you guys pulling up, and I stopped. Now I'm here. I didn't threaten him in any way. I don't know how he feels threatened.
So the original altercation was because you were
Squeaking the
squeaking
tires on the bird
and he
scooters.
yelled at you from up there.
Yeah, is that a worthy thing to hit someone's flashlight?
It's
Because he's chief of police. He's above me. He's better than me.
Cecchini had obviously thought he could get away with it because of his title. After a formal complaint was filed against him, Cecchini announced his retirement and was later charged with assault and battery. But if you thought
Actually,
teens
got
playing
clapped.
cops stops here, that's because you don't know the case of Taven Galanakis. 19-year-old Taven Galanakis, a freshman at William Penn University, and also a college athlete who, on 28 August 2022, was returning from a friend's house and was stopped on the way by Newton police officers. One of his headlights had been damaged, so he was using his brights within city limits.
Hi there. How you doing, sir? Good. How are you? Good. My name's Officer Winters with the Newton Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is because you have your bright lights on.
Yeah, I have a headlight out, so I just keep my brights on.
Okay, well that's not legal.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Yeah, I turn when a car comes by, I turn them off. But like,
Well, you didn't with me.
oh, you weren't close enough though. You were
Wasn't close
a
enough?
while. Yeah, you were a while back.
It has to be within 500 feet.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
And
my
you're not
bad.
supposed to have your brights on in the city limits.
My fault. My fault.
You got your license, registration, insurance with you?
I got you.
Where are you coming from?
Okay, that
Friend's house.
Okay. Anything to drink over there? I didn't hear what you said.
Is one of these? Need one of these right here?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start. That's the registration.
One of the officers, Officer Winters, starts questioning Galanakis, especially if he has had anything to drink that night. After checking his documents, he asks the teen to get out of his car.
I'm going to have you hop out with me, okay?
Cool. Car on or off?
You can probably leave the car off. Do me a favor, put your gum on your dash there.
Put my gun on my dash?
Yeah. We're gonna go back here, okay?
Cool.
You don't have anything on you? No bombs, guns, drugs?
No bombs. No
bomb.
Okay, let's go back here.
Winters asks Galanakis if he has any weapons on him. After seating him in his car, he proceeds to ask if he's had any alcohol. Galanakis, being completely sober and wanting to end this quickly, offers to take the breathalyzer test, but he's denied by the officer.
How much have
What?
you had to drink tonight?
None.
this is kind of weird.
What do you mean none?
I had nothing to drink.
Okay. Why would your eyes be watery and bloodshot?
You want to blow me real quick?
I don't want to blow you.
Despite repeatedly
Blow. Okay,
asking for the
that sounds
breathalyzer
wrong.
test, Officer Winters, denying his request, makes him do several field sobriety tests.
Do the breath now. 2 for 2. To make sure. Blow me too, man. Give me a little blow.
I will.
Blow zeros.
I will here in a minute.
Let's blow real quick. Stop doing all these damn tests. Let's blow.
Can you see my finger clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I know the drill.
All right. So I want you to put your left foot on the line. Okay. Take your right foot, put it in front of your left foot, with the heel of your right foot touching the toe of your left foot, just like this. Okay.
After
think
Galanakis
so, I did
performed the
the
walking
intern.
test, Winters says he messed up by taking an extra step.
Okay. He's finding any excuse.
So you want to get to 9?
He's just so dumb.
I guess so. How I turn?
Take a series of small steps. Stop walking. 13 steps. Improper turn. How many steps did I say to take?
Like 8 or 9?
I said 9. Why'd you take 14 and then 15?
I thought you were going to tell me when to turn.
I said to count your steps out loud.
It's clear the police
Okay.
officer is in the wrong here, so in a
He's trolling at this
bid
point.
to incriminate Galanakis even more, he asks him why he's shaking. He responds by explaining that it's raining and he's only wearing shorts, whilst the officers are fully covered. This obvious statement most likely hurt the officer's fragile ego.
Oh no, the
On
ego.
your side. Why are you shaking so much?
It's freezing, man. Look at you, you got all these clothes on, and I got shorts on and it's raining. And you false accusing me, so of course I'm gonna be a little nervous. Yeah. You got nothing to say.
The officer then makes Galinakis perform several other sobriety tests.
Is that 6 inches to you?
Yep. How did I tell you to count?
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I honestly forgot how you told me.
What's the actual point of
You did
this?
pretty well.
So,
I do
just follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only, and don't move your head, okay?
Did he know him personally or something?
When Galinakis asks for the cop's supervisor, the other officer standing beside him says he's looking at him.
I'm gonna check your eyes again, okay?
Alright.
I'm gonna go in a circular motion around the outside of your face, but I'm gonna come
Yeah,
in
and-
towards the bridge of your nose, but I'm not gonna
And
touch
to
your
make,
nose.
and make sure, blow me too, man. Give me a little blow.
I will.
Little zeros.
I will here in a minute. They're gonna tell me.
Who's supervisor? You're looking at him. Thank you, thank you.
This snide remark from the officer tells us a lot about their corrupt behavior. After saying that Galinakis clearly looks impaired, Officer Winters finally has him do the breathalyzer.
What I want you to do is make a tight seal around this and blow outwards like you're blowing up.
Finally.
Okay? Cool. All right.
You ready?
Yep. Okay, you can relax. So I'm gonna read you Miranda. Okay. Right now you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
After the test is done, Galinakis gets a 0.0% result, but the officer hides this from him. Officer Winters then talks to his
Really wants to get fired now.
supervisor on the phone, where he admits to Galinakis having blown zeros and can be heard calling Galinakis a smartass.
I asked him, I read him Miranda, PBT triple zeros. So he says he'll do an evaluation, but he's kind of a smart ass.
Despite blowing zeros, Galinakis is read his Miranda rights. According to Officer Winters, the teen must have smoked weed, which could be the only explanation for his behavior.
When's the last time you smoked weed?
Oh, what?
I do not remember that.
Tonight?
Oh,
Okay, well I
No weed
I
tonight,
think it's
man.
tonight.
I've had no weed tonight. What? Why do you think it's tonight? Why do you think I smoked? I blew zeros, so now you're trying to think I smoked weed. That's what's going on. You can't do that, man. You really can't do
Absolutely I can.
that. Is he allowed to do that? Yes, he is. So I blow zeros and you suspect drugs, man.
I would during my field sobriety it is indicative of impairment. So let's be honest.
I'm being honest.
You smoked
Okay.
some weed at your friend's house,
No.
you hit a pin,
Nope.
okay? Why is
No
your field sobriety so poor?
What?
Why is your field sobriety so poor? And why are you so lethargic and slow moving and speaking with a slurred speech? Your eyes are watery, your eyes are bloodshot.
Yes, him.
As Galinakis says the officer can't do that, another officer responds by saying he can. Galinakis tells the officers he can't have smoked weed as he's on the college football team and would be out if he had, as they conduct weekly drug tests.
No weed. I don't smoke weed. I play college football. I told you that. We get tested every Friday.
Okay.
Don't smoke weed.
Today's Saturday.
Okay? It's 30. Weed stays on your for 30 days. So if I did a test next week, I'd be off the football team.
I said, when's the last time you smoked weed? And he hesitated for a long period of time and said, I honestly can't remember.
Winters finally arrests Galinakis
I think he forgot about the camera on the chest.
falsely on a DUI drugs charge. He's taken to the station, but maintains his statement that he had not consumed any alcohol or drugs.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Right now you're being placed under arrest for operating while intoxicated, okay?
I'm not intoxicated.
Actual delusion.
Sir, I'm not intoxicated. I blew zero. Hello. I didn't do anything wrong. He made me blow at blue zeros, and now he's accusing me of drugs.
Galanakis ended up filing a lawsuit against the Iowa Police Department and now is in a legal battle to make Officer Winters pay for his bad actions. I'm sure there will be some repayment for this directly from the state, but the worst
Okay,
thing
use your
Officer
money.
Winters will receive will be some paid time off. But as everyone knows, cops will not stop abusing their power whenever they can, and that's exactly the case of the corporate of Little Egg Harbor PD, Michiel Pritch. Little did he know who he was going against. The corporate, on 28th May 2022, pulled over a teenager who had apparently given him the middle finger.
Why you giving me the finger?
He's so mad.
Why you giving me the finger?
I'm walking away.
Huh?
Am I free to go?
Why you giving me the finger?
Am I free to go?
No.
For
Come here.
what reason?
Why you giving me the finger? What's your problem?
I think he can give the finger anytime he
Am I
wants.
free to go?
No.
What,
What's
do you
your
have
name?
a problem?
No.
Do you have a problem?
No.
You don't have a problem, then I can leave.
Why you giving me the finger when you're walking? Huh? Come here. Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
Is that a lawful order?
Yeah.
For what reason?
Because you're giving me the finger.
That's legal.
No, it isn't.
Says who?
Says it all.
Pull up the law.
Huh? What's your name?
What's the law?
What's your
What's
name?
the law?
What's your name? How
What's the
old
law?
are you?
Not long after the interaction started, we can see that this teen is sure to stand his
Yeah, I
ground
think I've
against the
seen this
officer.
one before.
Corporate Pritch then says it's illegal to give him the middle finger and he could detain the young man for doing so. He finally decides to let him go, but the teenager then gives him the F word, which seems to have got on his nerves.
Not the F word.
Whatever. What?
You are.
Come here.
I'm afraid of you.
Come here. Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, you are. You just cursed me off.
That's not a
Turn around.
crime.
Yes, it is.
Says who?
Says me.
Says
Turn
who?
Turn around. Come on.
Bro, that is not a crime.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Why you cursing me?
It's not a crime.
What's your name?
It's not a crime.
What's your name?
Help! Help!
No help.
Help!
As the teen shouts for help, Pritch soon turns off his body cam, only to turn it back on after another unit arrives on the scene. Now,
Is it
the
legal
action
to
of
turn off
turning off the body
yeah.
cam by the officer is a real crime.
Because you're acting strange.
What?
Yeah, he's the one actually committing the crime.
That's not legal.
It is legal. He's allowed to
Who is
detain you
this kid?
until he performs his
So what am I
investigation.
doing though? What am I doing that made him detain me? What legal right?
Every time I rode by him twice, he shot me the finger. So I turned around and said, "Well, you
Is that a crime?
problem?"
Hold
Then
on
he
a
tells
second.
me
That's not a
This is
crime.
causing public disturbance.
And then he
That's
tells
not,
me to
no, that's not a
to
crime.
F off, pig.
Yeah, oh, big. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. He's looking at you because he's like, what the f do you want me to do? Because it's not a crime. I know my rights.
Who are you?
I don't have to say any of that.
You do if you're being detained.
For what reason?
What
What
did you
legal
do?
reason am I being detained for?
Where are you coming from and where are you?
What legal reason am I being detained for? I need to know that. Legally, I need to know that.
Patrolman James Lamontagne arrives on the scene and says it is indeed legal to detain the kid for his gestures against the officer. He asks the teen to identify himself, which is again incorrect on the officer's part, as the teen is well within his
Yeah.
rights to
You don't
not
need to
identify
identify.
himself for the illegal detainment.
Why are you
Shooting me the finger.
Why are you?
Is that illegal?
Why are you f***ing bird? Yes, it is. When you are cursing in public, you are causing a public disturbance. You're being a nuisance to the public.
In what way? When he was driving past? Well, I'd like to see you guys prove it in court.
It's called causing a public disturbance.
I know
okay?
the law.
No,
I
sort.
know the law.
I'm not saying you're being charged with anything. At that
I'm
point,
just
he's
figuring out
detaining
what's
you
wrong with you.
to make
What's
sure that
going
there
on?
is nothing
Make
wrong.
sure you're okay.
What
Make sure that
reason,
you're okay.
What reason does
He come up from the moving vehicle, so
he detain me?
He thought maybe he thought you were signaling him down. Were you
I was.
signaling to him?
No,
Listen, I was
no,
just-
he knew very well that I wasn't signaling to you, right? I wasn't signaling
Well,
to you.
you bring attention to yourself.
That's not single.
You're acting strange. I'm making sure you're okay.
Dude, that's so funny. Like, you're not here for my safety. You're not trying to protect
How do
me.
you know?
You're walking on the
maybe-
side of the road and you're cursing and you're flipping the bird.
Once at him. I gave him the finger once.
Do
That
you know
will
him?
not hold up.
Do you know him? Do you know him?
It's not your business. I
It is
plead the
my
fifth.
business.
I plead the fifth then.
It's
What's the
public
First
law.
Amendment for?
Okay. First Amendment is for your freedom of speech. Okay.
Okay.
What does that have to do with?
Was I
Using
making a call to
gestures.
action? Am I calling for an action to be done against you?
Do
No.
you understand that it
bringing
is?
attention to
Listen,
yourself to get
listen, listen, listen.
That's illegal.
It's behavior that's out of the ordinary. Clearly, if
He's
it's not
trying
the
so
ordinary, I'm
hard.
assuming you guys were back there and you just
We
continued
went
to
back
walk.
a bit further
You
back.
just continued to walk.
I wasn't running. I was walking.
Once he
So
gives an order
let's
for
be
you to
honest here.
stop, you're supposed to stop.
I did stop when he originally said it, but I was asking, is it illegal? Is it a lawful?
and he took off.
Yeah, because I kept walking because you weren't pursuing at the first. You only started pursuing because I said you big. That's when you got a little upset.
We're here at this point now. Okay. You've brought the attention to yourself. You caused the public alarm.
Well, I'd like to see you legally hold that in court because
I'm not charging you with anything, so I don't legally need to hold anything in court.
Well, I want to know from your perspective. What was I
pulled up onto the scene, so you tell me what you were doing.
To bring you attention.
I plead the fifth. You idiot. How long have you been a cop? 6?
Longer than you.
Listen,
Longer than you, I'm not a cop.
I don't understand what the point of this is.
No, you wanna
That's what
call.
I'm doing. It's the Fourth Amendment to be allowed to walk without seizures or anything like that.
You
Which
sure?
is,
Are you
yes.
sure that's the Fourth Amendment? You
You want to bet money on it?
You sure that's for the Fourth Amendment? It gives you the right to walk without seizure. What's going to be seizured while you're walking?
My body, my person, idiot. You were about to.
Listen.
He said I was going to be under arrest. He
He said you were
I said
detained.
stop.
He said
No.
you were
Or you're
detained.
gonna be arrested.
So now what
Yeah,
happens?
so
now what happens?
he just admitted that
now
he
what
was going
happens
to
is when
arrest
he
me.
gives you a lawful order to stop, and you do
It
not
wasn't
stop.
a lawful order, though.
And you do not
It
stop.
legally was not a lawful
and you
order.
do not stop, then that becomes a criminal offense, and then yes, you can be put under
But
arrest.
it's not a lawful order. Then I take it to court, and then he'd get sued, and I get
Maybe.
punitive damages. I'd be rich. Is that what you want?
That
Oh,
may,
you don't know the
that
law,
may
buddy.
be what happens.
You don't know
if
the
you
law.
think that's going to happen.
The teenager shows he has more knowledge about the law than the
Jesus.
officers. The officer's lack of knowledge
Embarrassing.
of the laws is seen when the teen claims his Fifth Amendment right and talks about his illegal detainment, claiming the Fourth Amendment. Corporate Pritch also says he had just pulled over to check up on the teen, as the gesture could state he was in some sort of trouble.
That may be what's going to happen. It may not be what happens. Okay.
Okay, I
What may
understand.
happen is
All right, so
is
what
you
are we
may get a
wasting time
normal
for?
jury,
Am I free to
and
go?
What
Am
may
I free to
happen
go?
is you may get
Am I
a
free to
normal
go?
jury. No, because at this point
For what reason?
you were
No.
detained. Okay, because he told you to stop
Okay.
and you didn't stop.
Okay.
So
Because
therefore,
of
you need to
ego.
identify yourself as a part of the investigation. So what is your name?
Okay, I'm gonna need all of your badge numbers.
I
Most
will
of
give
your
you
badge
everything
numbers.
written down on a card. What is your
I
name?
can give you.
If you have an
Am
ID,
I?
that's perfect.
Am I? Okay, I'll take it to court
If you have
because
an
this
ID,
is
that's
still a detainment.
Are you a juvenile?
This is an illegal detainment,
Are
so
you
I
a
can
juvenile?
still. I'm not going to answer that.
You have to answer.
Why?
Because you're being detained.
I said I'll give you my ID, buddy. He's such a pig, bro.
So what does that make you?
Not a pig.
What does
Dude,
that
this
make
is
you for
illegal.
saying?
You'll legally have to prove that I was a nuisance
When
to
you're
the public.
standing-
How will you do that? How will you do that? I just want to hear
Camera
your-
systems. Okay, so when he goes by in the car, okay, and he sees you doing what you're doing,
And what was
that's
I
all going to
doing?
be there.
And
Yes,
what
I will
part of
semantics.
that caused a disturbance? That's what I'm trying to
At this
legally
point.
understand. I don't understand. Is that a body camera?
That's what it is.
Perfect. Tuckerton doesn't have them, you know that? Tuckerton's been on back order for months. Because I have a lawsuit against them, that's why. And I wish they'd have body cams. I would love if they had body cams. Take out the bad cops.
It's for all of us.
Right.
It's for all of us. It's for everybody that's involved in the situation. Okay?
Appreciate it.
If you have any problems or anything, and you want to come down, you want to talk to somebody, our supervisors are always there as well. Okay?
Well, I'm going to
And
take
you
a
can do
lawsuit. So who would I press criminal charges against? What?
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to
police
call. You're gonna have to call and figure that out with a lawyer. You would have to file a complaint with the courts.
Got it.
Okay, and then you can go from there. If you want
It's just a
press charges
non-problem.
and whatnot, if you
Perfect.
violated your rights.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Stay
All
out
right,
of the
am I
roadway.
free to go?
Don't give us fingers.
Shut the f up.
Stay out of the roadway. Stop causing a public alarm.
Dude, shut the f up. Am I
Stop
free to go?
cursing.
Am I
You're free to go.
Stop cursing. Go.
You're free to go.
The teen says
easy.
he would file a lawsuit against the officers, and soon he is free to go, but directs profanities at both the officers as he walks away. It is unknown whether the teen had filed a lawsuit against the officers, but this is a lesson to the officers
probably
to
not.
be well informed of the laws they're supposed to be protecting.
Okay.
If you like this
Yes,
video,
I will ending
watch this
this
one.
video. Goodbye.
Don't forget